DeGrie. I am TeamDeGrie's host staff. I'm also sponsored by DeGrie Floor Company, Jacket Products, Alpha Custom Rods, Elite Rod Sleeves, Pros Custom Cookies, DR Motor Sales, and I also represent TeamDeGrieFishing.com. I'm very excited to be here today to talk to you guys about some of my big water bass tournament tactics. I'm excited to be able to share some of the things that work for me in tournaments, and it helps me win many tournaments over the last 8 or 9 years that I've been tournament fishing. It wouldn't be me to do anything if I'm not giving away free stuff. I hope you guys are fully prepared to have me talk some great basics, guys. So to start things off, I'd like to share one of my favorite products with you. It's Snack Daddy Elite 2. This one in particular is the watermelon seed. So who's up for some Elite 2? You got that started. Okay, so what I would like to do is I'd like to go ahead and take you guys through my favorite season. I started out my year during the spawn. This is when you're going to get your big bass, females on your bag. It's really a tough season to fish. I have found that I'm fishing in about 1 to 5 foot of water, and some of my go-to lures are going to be my Jacket Products fish lines. Let me show you some of those. This one has my favorite colors. It's called Mojo. Works really well on the clear waters here in Michigan. Purple is a great color when you're targeting smallmouth bass. One of the first colors that a smallmouth bass will see is purple. Largemouth bass, first color is red. I like to target the smallmouth bass. I enjoy the fight. Another one of my go-to baits is going to be a weightless wacky. One of my favorite baits to throw when it's very wacky is a Snack Daddy Lure wacky stick. I want to show you one of those. This is actually the product that got me sold on Snack Daddy. I'm pretty picky when it comes to choosing sponsors. And this product right here is what allowed me to choose Snack Daddy. The wacky stick, you'll see, has both ends of the tail split. I prefer the 5-inch, although it does come in a smaller 4-inch. The 5-inch, you're going to find the tails are longer, and you're going to get a lot more action on the fish. If you'd like to get in action on the water, I would encourage you to go over to the Snack Daddy booth. They've got a thing set up where you can actually fish some of these lures and try them out. I put together a package of natural straw, Snack Daddy wacky sticks, 5-inch. Anybody interested? Yeah! Very nice. Alright, another one of my favorites, spawn baits. My Jacket Products Predator. St. Clair, my favorite body of water. When I call my home lake, even though I live an hour and a half from it, I will drive an hour and a half and then some to fish St. Clair. One of my favorite colors on that lake is the bubblegum Jacket Products Predator. This bait right here will run at about 4 to 6 foot, and this color is perfect for that clear water. Bass will see it moving, it's got a small weight in it, makes it shimmy a little bit underwater, gives it a little bit of a rattle. They'll come out up from deeper water to grab this thing. I have caught fish on this bait and I have 1 tournament with it. Come in a lot of different colors. It's a great bait. Jacket Products Predator. Some of my favorite colors during the spawn are going to be chartreuse and anything that has a green in it. You're going to want to use smaller baits to target the bigger fish during the season. The next segment of spring is the post-spawn. This is a season where I target about 8 to 15 foot of water, and I will throw a jig and crop, one of my Snack Daddy crawdaddies on it, and a deep south lure brush hog jig. One of my favorite baits. Deep South Lure Company will actually customize a jig to any color that you want. They'll build a prototype, send you a picture, and then they will customize it to the specific specifications that you give Jack Daddy Craws here. Two of my favorite colors, the June bugs, which I'll also throw weightless, and the roadkill purple flake. Anybody interested? Nobody's interested? Alright. Very good. Some of my other favorite ones, and actually a new bait that's kind of hit the market recently, it's called a DeGrie. Anybody ever heard of a DeGrie before? Nobody? It is a great bait. I like to throw it with a Snack Daddy craw or a Snack Daddy split stick. This is another very, very versatile bait. The Snack Daddy split stick can be thrown in as many ways as your imagination can come up with. Probably one of the most versatile baits on the market in my opinion. This particular color is called Lifespan Color Special, and the DeGrie rig is simply consisted of, in this case, a 5-aught hook, a split ring, and a belt sinker. What this does is when you throw this, it allows it to sink like this, straight down with that tail in the air, and that tail moves and gives tons of action. When it hits, it's going to sit there with that tail out, and you're going to jig it. When bass see that, they go crazy for it. So another bait that I've caught a lot of big fish on, and I've placed in tournaments with it. I'm not sure they actually sell them like this. It's something that you have to make. So you have to buy the pieces and put that together, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Another one of my favorite baits during the post-spawn is drop shot. I'm going to go ahead and demo that for you. If you'll see here, another one of my tournament bass tactics is I always use my Elite Custom rod sleeves. I really didn't learn the value of these until I started using them. These sleeves will save you time on the water, which means more casts during your tournament, which means more opportunities to catch fish. It drove me crazy during tournaments that as we're running 75 miles an hour across the lake to get to a spot, after I carefully laid all my poles out, we'd get there and my poles would be all tangled up. By using the Elite rod sleeves, we get to the spot, we get there fast, I can grab my rod, I can take the sleeve off, and I'm ready to go. I don't have to worry about untying anything. They're perfect. Definitely worth the investment. Anybody interested in checking out an Elite rod sleeve? Alright. Okay, drop shots. These are one of my favorite boards to throw. I will throw just about anything soft plastic on a drop shot. A lot of people think it's pretty easy to throw a drop shot. It can be really tricky. Depending on the bait that you're throwing, sometimes you need to make sure that you're keeping tension on that line to keep the bait from falling on the bottom of the lake. You want to make sure you're keeping it up. Some baits do float. One bait in particular is the Snack Daddy Lures split bottom worm. Competition bait similar to these will actually sink. The problem with that is, like I said, your bait will end up at the bottom of the lake and the fish don't have an opportunity to see it. Now if I had my Elite rod sleeve on, that wouldn't have happened. Okay. So, let me show you how this looks. I hook it through the nose. I'll go ahead and toss it in there. Now I'm only going to need one of these worms during this little demonstration here. If anybody interested in some Snack Daddy worms, okay, I figured as much. Alright. Okay, so drop shots. Drop shots can be really tricky. You've got all this extra line on the bottom here. You've got your slow here to prevent line twist. You got your hook that's been tied in the middle. And you got to weight all the way down to the bottom. Love, love, love this bait. So this is an Erie green. Another one that I'm only going to use one of these. And what I did in here as well is, this is another bass tournament tactic for me. I pre-tie all of my drop shots. That was the main thing that I did. Actually, I got to give credit to my husband. It was his idea. I was like, honey, that's weird. Ends up working out great. I try to take the credit every once in a while. Anyway, so I go ahead and I pre-tie all of my drop shots. And then I wrap them around the card. So I already got the swivel, it's got the hook, and it's got the ball sticker already on it. When I break off, I pull out one of these cards, I've got my next drop shot ready to go. Saves time on the water, results in more casts, results in more fish. So, like I said, I'm only going to need one of these wacky sticks, and I would love somebody to see my husband's little invention here, the drop shot. Does anybody want a drop shot? Nobody again. Okay, I don't know how far I can throw. Here we go. Nobody hurt themselves. Okay, so wacky stick. Let's take a look at that. You're going to see with the wacky stick, we're going to get a little bit different action. Love throwing this thing early summer, late spring. One of my favorites. I have won countless summer tournaments with this exact rig. Gotten big bass. This is a great rig to throw. Same thing as fed on Not allowed to touch them, I can't touch the hook. So again, you're going to want to count it down so it hits the bottom, and you just want to give it a bounce. And if you can see the way that the ends of that wacky fall, it gets a lot of action on that. So definitely a great bait. Definitely cannot resist this wacky stick. Alright, let's take a look at a couple other things. One of my favorite colors on Lake St. Clair and Erie, late spring, is roadkill. Neck Daddy Lures roadkill. They also have a roadkill purple flake. Really like that color again because the first thing is going out fast. These is purple. This color here. This is a snack stick. I'm probably worn out the bass number right now, so I won't show it. But this one right here, you can cut it down to size, use it as a trailer. Again, the split thing is probably about the most versatile soft plastic out there. Just like a wacky stick, only split on one end. Mayfly hatch. Take one of these, throw it in the middle of the mayfly slit. It's where the big loner bass will hang out underneath that mayfly slit. They come up, they feed on the mayfly, they go back down, they wait, they come back up, feed on it. Roadkill will actually mimic the color of that mayfly slit. They'll come up and grab it like there's no tomorrow, thinking it's a little mayfly. Anybody interested? Alright. Let's see, moving on. Okay, so late spring. Some of my other favorite baits is a hammer, my jacket product hammer. Throwing on my very cool Outlaw custom rods, custom designed just for me so I can throw rods full of style, my cheetah prick. My sponsors take very good care of me, I love them. Alright, so this is a jacket product hammer. I had to take the hooks off, so the action may be a little off. Nice thing about this bait, you don't have to do a lot to make it work. So if you're going to pick one crankbait that you want to cover a lot of different depths, take the hammer. You can toss this thing in and start reeling it in immediately, and it'll be a 1 to 6 foot bait. You can toss it in, count it down about a second per foot, and you can let it go as deep as you want it to go. This bait will cover just about any foot of water. You can throw it in string it along and count it down. This particular color is one of my favorites. It's called Bubba. So I just want to toss it in there so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. out. You toss it in, you count it down, pick it down, and reel it in. It's a great bait for searching. The Jacket Products Hammer. Alright. One of my favorite baits to use during the summer is a deep South Florida brush hog jig. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. These are great baits. This one in particular is one of my favorite colors. It's a custom bait that was made just for me. It was a color I came up with, knowing that brown is a good color for jigs on St. Clair. And I had a lot of success with pink, the bubblegum predator that I showed you. So it's a color I wanted to try. I caught a lot of nice big bass on this bait. This is what I call peanut butter and jelly. It's a brown, it's got some pink and red and black. And I'm using a Snack Daddy, Crawdaddy, a Snack Daddy Crawdaddy as a trailer. So let me go ahead and toss this in. Again, on one of my very nicely designed outlaw custom rods. This one happens to be zebra. The owner of the company comes up with some pretty unique stuff for me. I'm the only girl on the pro staff, so he wants to make sure I'm fishing in style. Okay, and you see they hit those pretty gosh darn quick. So with a brush hog jig, what you're going to do is you're going to throw it out, you're going to count it down, depending on the weight, about a second per foot. When you get it down to the depth that you want, you're going to give it a shake, 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 and about a quarter turn. You're going to give it a slight pause, a shake, 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 and a quarter turn. That gives this bait the action that it needs to bring in those big bass. They go nuts for them. I love them. They also have a rattle on them. It makes a little bit of noise. They're great for darker colored water too. I fish a lot of clear water, so that's I really like using those. So this is another great bait. You can cover a lot of different depths of water with this too. Alright. A little bit later in the summer, and definitely in the fall, I switch away from my favorite plastic. I really am a plastic kind of girl. And I started throwing some spinner baits. Deep South Florida Company also makes a lot of custom spinner baits. Again, tell them what you want, come up with whatever you can dream up, they will make it for you. This is a color that I just had designed. Anybody interested in Deep South Florida Company spinner baits? That's what I said. Alright, since you guys are liking this giveaway so much, and I love giving things away. In fact, if any of you guys have Facebook accounts, check out Deep South Florida Company Pro Angler Jennifer DeGrie. I have a lot of great giveaways on my Facebook page. I try to be informational, and I'd love to see you guys involved. This is a Jacket Products jerk bait. It's a jerk 20 SP. It's a suspended jerk bait. One of my favorites. They actually nicknamed this bait 7-Pound Sally. Right after it was created, they went out and tested it. Immediately on the first cast, they caught a 7-pound bass on it. Their bait is pro. I don't even got to ask them for it. Okay, so another thing I want to point out is subtle color changes. So one thing that will drive me nuts in a tournament, especially if I'm fishing with my husband, is the fact that we'll be doing something very, very similar. One of us will be catching fish, usually me, and he won't be. And you're just sitting there going, I can't figure out why. It's amazing the differences in color will result in fish. So never be afraid when you're out there fishing to try something slightly different. So I have two examples here in colors that are very, very similar, but slightly different. And they're also my favorite colors. These two here in particular are both colors that I've caught a lot of fish on in tournaments. In fact, these two in particular, the Erie Green Purple and Melon Gold Purple, rest of the day. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so you start with your shaky head in there, break your hole, tie it on your line. Now that sucker's dripping scent. When I toss that in there, the bass are going to smell that, it's going to create a scent trail. They're going to follow that, they're going to go nuts for it. This is how I catch big bass in tournaments on a tube. Produces results every time. And I have it all over my hands now. I don't know if Christina's got a towel out there. Alright. I want to make sure we have plenty of time for questions. Make sure I did everything here. Alright, so I got some more stuff I want to share with you guys. TeamDeGrie Elite Tubes, another great color on clear water. Again, I fish a lot of clear water, so this is another one that's always in my tackle box. And is anybody fishing dark water? Dark water, we're talking like chocolate milk. Alright, let me show you another one of those crazy things. I like to come up with unique ways to catch fish. I'm always looking for something different that the fish have never seen. My husband again thinks I'm nuts. Recently I went down to Gunnersville and I fished a 5x3 tournament there. We traveled all the way from Michigan down to Alabama. We definitely traveled the furthest. We had never fished Gunnersville, and my husband and I walked away taking 6th place out of more than 40 teams. So it was really awesome. This is a unique little thing. So this is an Erie Slammer, Snack Daddy Elite Tube. This is a chartreuse snack stick. This is what I do. Great on dark water. Once again, fill the Elite Tube with some stinky juice. Stinky juice of choice, it's a technical term. Take your snack stick, and you just feed it in there. It takes a few minutes. So at some point, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. That's freaking love this. They've never seen it before. Something new. Great action. You've got all that tail in there. So when you toss it in, give it that little jig, which makes those tails flare, and then it sinks back down to the bottom. You're going to give it another jig, let it sink down to the bottom. I would put this on a 5-aught hook and I would fish it weightless. It's heavy enough on its own. Great thing for catching big bass in dark water. So I'll ask again,